I'm here at Dressage at Devon with Floor from the KWPM and KPN in the Netherlands. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. Please forgive me.
Dreugen. Yeah, it's really Dutch. Sorry.
You say it so much better than I would have. You just did an entire educational demo with a ton of horses on confirmation, and you're here for the KWPN inspections, I believe, throughout the U.S., correct?
Yeah.
And I run a platform based for amateurs, and I'm just curious, what would you offer as a suggestion or as tips for someone new to coming in for an inspection on what to do to help maybe prep themselves or prep their horses for the best showing off as possible?
Well, I think the horses here are already way better prepped than they are in the Netherlands, because we just put our young horses in groups.
Okay.
And if I see like the yearlings and the foals and the 2-year-olds going in hand here and behaving like real pros, they're used to a lot. But what is really good to practice is that they know how to stand.
Yes.
So, okay, they don't have to be statues, but if they're relaxed with it and they know how to travel, that's always good. And practice the free running ones. We always let them free run, so we don't do it in hand.
Okay.
And it's good to practice it, that they know that they have to canter. You can even teach it maybe a bit on your voice, that they don't have to use the whip that much, and that they can change lane. We always make 8s with them in the canter, so they have to do the changes. And if you practice that a couple of times at home, they know what to expect and they will present themselves better.
Because that was the question I asked is, what do you do with a timid in-hand presenter who's like not holding them to their best?
Yeah.
And she said, we turn them loose. We get to see them free and not manufactured. And then the other question is, and you already answered it, but I didn't video it, was a lot of the youngsters are kind of a little small chested and turned in. And you said it wasn't that big of a deal because we know that they're going to fill out, or the farrier's not that big of a deal as long as they're landing flat.
Yeah.
So how much do you weigh on the narrowness of the chest on some of these young horses, or should people panic about it?
No, you shouldn't panic about it. When they're foals, they will need time. In the end, it's good when a young horse looks like a young horse. It's not good when a horse is 2 and it looks like it can do the vet check for the Olympic Games.
Fair, yes.
You need to have a bit of youth, and it's also okay if there's not that much muscling on yet, but it needs to be developed enough in the height, because in the end we don't want to breed ponies.
Right.
And when it's a bit narrow in the chest and the feet are still a bit toed out, it's logical because they need the space for the joints as well. And when they break a little bit later, it will come back. But it's just important to see that they land flat on their foot. That's for the durability important, because if they land on one outside, you get like peak pressure. And well, if you put your own foot like that and you start walking, you can feel it right away.
Absolutely.
So you know how the horse will feel it. So make sure that it will land flat on his foot. That's the most important part.
Blemishes, are they an issue? Like
Sorry?
pasture bites, scratches?
No, that doesn't matter. No, that's just cosmetic. No, for sure not. And what's always good is to see if it's correct enough. If it really has like an uneven foot, an overfilled joint, or something in the hock that is coming behind, then for us that will be an issue and it will get really low points. So better not. You can bring it for the experience,
right?
But don't be angry then.
But you can also bring them back later as they progress and grow.
Yeah, for sure you can. And for the experience, you can always bring it. But there are some things in the conformation that are important for us.
Right.
And if there's something really wrong there, then it will be difficult for us to give it high points.
How much do you weigh on the mares, or what's presented with the foals?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
Okay. We see a lot of surrogate mothers as well.
Yeah.
Okay, look for getting an idea on how the stallion breeds. It's always really nice if you see the real mother, because then you can, look at the mom, look at the foal, the stallions, and then you're thinking, okay, it's happening like this. But in the end, we look at the foal, we judge the foal. If we judge the mare, we look at the mare.
Thank you so much, Flora, and I hope you have a safe trip back to the Netherlands.
We will. Thank you.
Do you mind if people ask you questions when they're there? Not when obviously you're judging, but
no,
after.
You
asked me. You let me ask some.
We give a lot of information.
Yes, you do. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.